Husbands, let me explain this again. You're probably hurting your wife without even knowing it, because if she's between 35 and 55, she's likely going through one of the harshest periods of her time called menopause. So you have no idea, no clue, you're not prepared, then you're definitely failing her. Right? But let me explain briefly. There's three phases: perimenopause, menopause, and then post-menopause. Stay with me and you'll see how wonderful post-menopause is for the woman. But during perimenopause, she begins her less production of chemicals, meaning less production of hormones. So when there's less production, things start to imbalance. When things start to imbalance in the human body, then she's going to have all these symptoms that are going to be slight hot flashes. She's going to be real cold. She's going to start losing sleep. She's going to be agitated. She's going to be less patient. She's going to start feeling less like a woman, not sure of herself, a little bit less confidence. She's going to have this thing about weight, and she thinks she's gaining weight, and she's not gaining weight, but she thinks she feels it and sees it in the mirror every day. It's one of those things. Then you get into menopause, full blown. My wife went full blown. They removed her ovaries one day. She walked out basically in menopause phase. At this point, there's less. Not that there's less. Now there's zero production of estrogen. So imagine that. Imagine zero production of testosterone for the man. Damn, we're gonna become womanly, right? Well, anyways, for the woman, her hormones are completely upside down now. Not just tossing and turning; they're upside down. So yeah, there's going to be 100% hot flashes, 100% cold. Her bones are going to hurt. She's going to sleep very little. She's going to be agitated in the morning, yet she's still got to carry on with the family, carry on with the kids, and do what mothers do to carry the load of the world, right? But there's just going to be less patience for you, because if you're not prepared and you dismiss her, you're not prepared and you don't see it as important, you see it slightly, you don't do the homework, you don't tap into your emotional intelligence, and you react and respond by putting your foot in your mouth every time, she's going to get tired of it. You're going to start fighting more and more, which is going to break down that communication, and it can come down to zero communication, because this is where that 60% statistic of women end up in divorce during this period, because they never felt supported by their husbands, right? So don't be that husband. Do the research, do the math. There's resources enough to know, to learn what is happening with your wife's body, so you can understand that she's got no control over this biology. And remember, post-menopause, if she makes it through all this to post-menopause without you, the happy part of the story is that she's going to move on happy without you, regardless if she breaks your heart or not, because you were never there to support. Follow me.